All right, I think we are live. Hey everyone, how's everyone doing tonight? My name is Adam, and welcome back to Brian's Nerd Pub. Now, this evening I'm going to be doing two live streams. The first one I'm doing a Paper Movies novelization book haul, and I'm going to do that for a little while, probably around 45 minutes. Hey Jeffrey Watson, I see you're already joining. How you doing, man? Thanks for joining today. And then around 9:45, I'm going to be doing a live stream watch along to Raiders of the Lost Ark. We mentioned a few weeks ago that we were planning on doing this before our next Paper Movies discussion. So yeah, we're going to get started. Now, most of these novelizations that I'm going to be showing you today are pretty new. And some of them, like a small handful of them, are ones that I've had for a while, just haven't shown them yet on a live stream, unless I can't remember if I have or not. But let's see. Oh, Small Time joining us. Thank you so much. Oh, hey, Rob D's joining as well. How you guys doing? Thank you so much for joining today. And like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to do this for just a little while, and then I'm going to around 9:45. Me and I believe Jeremy is planning on joining me for a Raiders of the Lost Ark watch along at around 9:45. So I'm gonna get started. Now, like I said, this small stack that I have right here, this is one that I've had for a while, and I don't believe I showed it in a live stream yet. I may have. It's just not entirely sure if I did or not. But I have Hank Searle's Jaws: The Revenge. Now, Jaws: The Revenge was definitely not the greatest Jaws movie, but I consider the film itself a guilty pleasure because it's one of those movies that's just so bad you just can't help but love to watch it. And I also heard that this one it tries to make the explanation of why the shark's it tries to make the shark's vendetta against the Brody family plausible. That's what I was trying to say. But yeah, got Jaws: The Revenge. I'll pull that up a little bit closer, a little bit, and hopefully there's no sharks roaring like lions in this book. Moving on next. Now I've had this one for a while. It is the first the novelization to the Godzilla. This one was the one before Godzilla King of the Monsters. It was a good film. I enjoyed it. It's not it's kind of more like, it's kind of a film about like all the people that just features Godzilla, if that makes any sense. Like he's only in it probably like 20-30 minutes. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention, if you guys got any new novelizations recently, feel free to put them down in the comments. I'd be happy to pull them up here on the screen. Let's see. Yeah, Rob D has a question. Based on the picture behind you, I got to ask, did you see the Hogwarts Legacy trailer? I did not. Is that new game that has come out? Yeah, that's mostly for my wife. She loves Harry Potter, and I put it there. I'm actually about to move that poster over there, and I'm going to put like some of my movie posters behind me. But no, I have not seen the Hogwarts Legacy trailer. I was going to ask, I did hear about a Harry Potter open world game coming out. Is that what the Hogwarts Legacy trailer was for Rob D? But moving on to Paper Movies, you guys know I did a review of the Batman 1989 film with Michael Keaton, but this is the sequel. Batman Returns, also starring Michael Keaton, has that pretty iconic performance of the Penguin by Danny DeVito. And we also had Christopher, his name's escaping me right now. I cannot remember his. It was okay. His name escapes me. Can someone remind me who else was in that movie? It wasn't Christopher Lee. It was he played Max Schreck. I cannot believe I'm blanking on his name. Hold on, I've seen him in a lot of movies. It's just for some reason it was Christopher Walken. That's who it was. Okay. I knew it was a Christopher. I just could not think of the last name. Thank you, Rob D. Yeah. Let's see. He also said, oh, we got Jeffrey Watson. He went by Goodwill today and picked up The Martian for $1. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, actually, one of these novelizations that I had, the Geeks Addict got me, and he got it for $1 at the at Dollar Tree. So nice, good find, man. And yes, Hogwarts Legacy is that Harry Potter open world game that was leaked a while back. Nice. I've heard about it, and I don't think I've seen the trailer. I've seen it, advertised. I just haven't seen it yet, but I'll have to sit down and watch that. But moving on, I have X-Files: Fight the Future. This is going to be our very next paper movies discussion in a few days. Yeah, I actually finished this book a couple of weeks ago, and ready to do a discussion about it. So yeah, X-Files: Fight the Future. It's by Chris Carter, Frank Spotnitz, and it was adapted by Elizabeth Hand. So, X-Files: Fight the Future. Now, I did a watch-along of the next one. A few about that's the 98 version of Godzilla. And the novelization was by Stephen Molstad. Yeah. And it's by a screenplay by Dean Devlin and Roland Emmerich. So yeah, the 98 Godzilla film. I remember seeing that movie in theaters when it came out. It was pretty awesome, action-packed movie. Now, I know I've shown this one before, but I have the novelization to the first 3 Star Wars films, A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. So yeah, I love this cover. I got this cover at actually my wife got me this for our anniversary, but she got it from Barnes & Noble. And I love the Millennium Falcon picture on the back of it. Yep. All right. Okay, guys. We're going to get into the big stack here, and these are ones that I've been meaning to show off, and some of these are new. Some of these I bought while I was on vacation. I did have a vlog video of that, and I'm going to edit that, and I'm going to post that soon. But yeah, some of these are new. Some of these I found at bookstores near me, and some of these I found in a bookstore in Dallas where I went, and I'll try to, let you know which and where I got these places. But first, I got this at a book/comic book store here in Oklahoma City. Dragon Slayer. This is the graphic novelization. Let's see. Yeah, it's the official Marvel Comics adaptation of the spectacular Paramount Disney motion picture Dragon Slayer. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the ones that I have shown in my very first paper movies novelization. I'm not going to be showing those because I've already shown those. But yeah, there is Dragon Slayer. I like that cover. It's pretty terrifying. And honestly, when I first saw this film, that dragon was very terrifying. Okay. And I actually picked this one up recently, and I've put this on the Facebook page. I got the official novelizations to Ghostbusters 1 and 2. Let's see. The novelizations were by Richard Muller and Ed Naha. Yeah. It's got the Ghostbusters. Who are we going to call? These guys. All right. This was actually a trade by the Geeks Addict. I bought the novelization to GoldenEye, the James Bond film. And he was looking for that one. He was excited when I found it, and he offered me a trade. And so I traded this one, Blade Runner. Looking forward to this one. Let's see. It is a novel by Philip K. Dick. I like that cover. I like that animation too. It kind of has a similar to like some of the Star Wars expanded universe novels, like with when they try to do Harrison Ford as Han Solo. I like that. Okay, moving along, we got this one is our novelization pick for December, Gremlins. I ordered that off Amazon, and it came about a week or so ago. Yep, by Steven Spielberg, and it was a novel by George Gipe. Yep, and it's based on the screenplay by Chris Columbus, who I believe directed the first Harry Potter. I believe so. Yep, got Gremlins there. I've only seen this movie once, actually. I've seen this once when I was a kid, and that was it. I got to rewatch it again. All right, this is one that I found in Dallas, and I actually did not expect to find this novelization there, but Wonder Woman. And it was, let's see, this was by Nancy Holder. wrote the. It's actually in pretty good condition. Excuse me. Yep. I actually enjoyed the film. I enjoyed Wonder Woman. I've only seen it once though, but I remember liking it. My wife really loved it, and this one I found in a bookstore. That same one where I found Dragon Slayer. I had this one when I was a kid, actually, but I didn't. I only read like a little small portion of it, and I was so glad to find it again. Not the greatest film, but Daredevil. I'm a big Daredevil fan, and I was very happy to find this one. And like I said, I know the Ben Affleck film is not great. I love the TV show, and but the unrated director's cut version of this film it's better. It's still not the greatest film, but I believe it's better. And speaking of which, just real quick, while I was at that bookstore in Dallas, I found this Daredevil Funko Pop. I've actually been looking for this one. I really like it, and normally on Amazon or eBay, it's like around $20 to $25, and I'm just like, that's not worth it. So I found that one there for $10, so I was like, yes. But yeah, we got the novelization to Daredevil, and it was written by Greg Cox. And the next one I have was also written by Greg Cox. Now, hold on. We got some comments. Rob D says, my favorite brand name placement in Blade Runner is Atari. Was so glad they brought that back for 2049. Nice. But Greg Cox also wrote this one. Now I saw that it was Mad Machad on the Paper Movies Facebook page posted that he found this, and I found this too, and I was so excited. Man of Steel. Novelization by Greg Cox. I just like this picture of Superman handcuffed, because whenever I first saw that in the trailer, I'm just like, what? And my brother was like explaining, like, oh, he's probably just trying to make them feel comfortable. And sure enough, that's what he was doing. All right, moving on. I actually found 3 copies of these, and I was actually tempted to buy them for Matthew and Jeremy. Maybe we could have done a Paper Moves discussion over it, but it's Robin Hood, the Russell Crowe version. This one, the novelization was by David B. Coe. And I liked Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves better. That seemed more like a Robin Hood story. This one was kind of more like Gladiator meets Robin Hood. But I thought it was pretty decent, I guess. I've only seen it like maybe once or twice, but I'll have to probably rewatch it to get a better opinion. But yep, got Robin Hood. Let's see. Oh, got some comments here. Ben Affleck played Daredevil and Batman. Can anyone name the other superhero he played? It's kind of a trick question. He played George Reeves, right? Superman, in a film that had Adrian Brody. Because I know that he played Superman, the actor that played Superman, George Reeves, in that one. Is that the one you were thinking of, Small Time? Let's see. Rob D. I need to get that Man of Steel novel. Had no idea it existed. Love the film. Yeah, Rob D. I don't know if they have half price books where you're from, but I know that you can. I think Amazon, you can order it off Amazon. So, but I normally recommend half price books just because, like, I think they have a pretty low shipping rate. But I've normally ordered books, like called the store and say, hey, do you have this book? And if they say no, but we can order it, they'll order it for you, and they might sometimes ship it to you. So let's see. Oh, that's it. Yay. Let's see. No Robin Hood film will ever beat Disney's 1973 Robin Hood for me. Yep, that's true. I agree with you. That I love that Robin Hood movie. I like the theme song. I used to play the theme song on the piano. But anyway, moving on. I thought that only a junior novelization of this film existed. And so when I found it, this is another one I found while on vacation. So I was so excited to find it. This one was by Peter David, The Incredible Hulk. I actually liked the cover. I I know that sometimes they like show like the actual Hulk himself, but I actually like this cover. It's just very simplistic, and you know, it kind of, I don't know, I just like it. So excited to find this one. And yeah, also I did a watch along of the Incredible Hulk with the Geeks Attic. So if you guys haven't seen that live stream yet, go to his channel and check it out. Now this one was let's see. Well, it doesn't say who wrote it. I think it's Stephen Malstad, and the screenplay was by Dean Devlin and Roland Emmerich, who also did Godzilla. But Independence Day, found the novelization for that while also on vacation. So yeah, I enjoyed the Independence Day film. That's another film I've only seen once. I remember seeing it in theaters when I was a kid, but I remember enjoying it. Yep. And oh, this film, I also found this one while on vacation. I actually really enjoyed this film. I didn't know there was a novelization to it, so when I found it, like I just immediately saw it. I'm just like yoink right off the shelves. The Frighteners, starring Michael J. Fox. It's a novel by Michael John, I believe that's how you pronounce it. But yeah, it's about a paranormal investigator that can see ghosts and communicate with them. It was I really enjoyed this film. It was a pretty cool concept, and I used to be a big fan of I liked Michael J. Fox's work, like, you know, Back to the Future, and he's done so much. You know, he was in Atlantis, and he's a pretty good actor. Now, I remember someone asking me to look for this one. I believe it was one of my subscribers asked me to look for this one and do a review over it. So now that I have it, if that person is watching, I can finally now read it and do it. It is Hulk. Not a great film. Me and my wife actually rewatched this the other day to see if it was like, well, maybe if it was better than we remember. It wasn't. No. But it's by Peter David. And I'm going to hope that the novelization is better. And speaking of a film that wasn't great, Superman 4, A Quest for Peace novelization. It's a pretty small book. It's like that thick. It's got like maybe, 140 pages. I'm kind of wondering if it's a junior novelization, but it was a novelization by B.B. Hiller. Yep. Superman 4, A Quest for Peace. Now, this one I was excited to find because this is a guilty pleasure film of mine. I found this at a bookstore here in Oklahoma, but Van Helsing. Van Helsing starring Hugh Jackman, and it's a novel by Kevin Ryan, and, you know, features the famous vampire hunter or monster hunter Van Helsing. He faces Frankenstein's monster, Dracula, and the Wolfman. Now, this was supposed to be like I wouldn't say a reboot, but more like a Universal Studios Monsters spinoff, maybe, or maybe I'll say reboot, yeah, because had some elements from the Universal Studios monster films, and I really do love those films. And but yep, Van Helsing. I like the cover. I like the menacing Dracula in the background. I wish it had, you know, the Wolfman and Frankenstein's monster also featured in it, but moving on, we do have another reboot of the Universal Studios Monsters classic, The Wolfman. And I'm actually going to be doing a review of this one for Halloween. So, you know, I was debating on if I wanted to announce that, but yeah, for some of my Halloween reviews, this is going to be one of them. And I started the book today, actually, about like an hour or so ago. I've just barely started it, but yeah. The Wolfman, it's a novelization by Jonathan Mayberry. Like, now, the film featured Benicio del Toro. Hit and miss. I'll consider that. I mean, I thought it was maybe like a 6 out of 10. I'll have to rewatch it, but it wasn't a great film. But I didn't think it was like horrible, if that makes sense. Probably okay is probably the best way to phrase it. Now, this is one that I found here in the city. I haven't seen the film to this one, but The Shadow. And it was written by James Luceno. I know most of you will remember that name, the author of some Star Wars novels, such as Tarkin and Plagueis, especially. Definitely Plagueis. The Shadow. And I believe it says there it starred Alec Baldwin. Yeah, I haven't seen this film. I'll have to check it out. Moving on. Now, this one I just saw at the store, and it's just like, you know what? This will be one that I haven't seen the film to this. I know Daniel Craig is in it, but Cowboys and Aliens. The novelization is by Joan D. Vinge. Again, I haven't seen this film, but, you know, if we ever do a discussion over this one, I'll definitely check it out. All right. This one, actually, I had to order off Amazon, and it took a while to get to. And the Geek Static also ordered a copy of this one. Cowabunga Dudes, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles by Dave Morris. Now, this one was from the early 90s version. I love that movie. The best Ninja Turtles movie out there. Hands down, best Ninja Turtle movie. And I loved when I saw that movie and read the comic recently. I read one of the original comics, and I saw that the film had elements from that comic, and I loved it. But yep, I like that cover. Shows all four of the turtles. Who's your favorite turtle, guys, or Ninja Turtles character? It could be April, Casey Jones, Shredder. I actually went as Casey Jones for Halloween, but yep. Moving on. All right. Okay, I'm going to do this one first. I actually found this in a vintage stock store, and I didn't think it had a novelization to it, but it's the novelization to the 30s King Kong. And the novelization was by Delos W. Lovelace. Yep, there's King Kong there. I really did enjoy the 30s King Kong film. You know, for a 30s film, had pretty good effects, and it's a classic. And my wife was wanting to watch it recently, so I think about a month or two ago, we sat down and rented it and watched it. So yeah. All right. And speaking of King Kong, here's the official novelization to Peter Jackson's King Kong. I found that at one of the bookstores here in the city. And the novelization is by Christopher Golden. Yep. Where I believe Andy Serkis was the one that played King Kong. And this also starred Adrian Brody and Jack Black. And I actually bought that, the official game of the film. I enjoyed playing that game where you can play as both one of the characters from the film and King Kong himself. Yep. Now I just need to get Kong Skull Island, because I'm going to have to look for that now. I know Matthew has it. So now here's a film that I have not seen, Encino Man. I remember texting Matthew from the Geek Static, and I was like, have you ever seen Encino Man? And he knew it was at the bookstore at the time. He's like, whoa, is there a novelization to that? So, yep, by Nicholas Edwards. Yep, Encino Man. All right, moving on. I got this one at a bookstore here in the city also, and Batman Forever. Yeah, I mean, wasn't a fan of Two-Face from that film, but I thought Jim Carrey did well as the Riddler, and I liked Val Kilmer's performance as Batman and Bruce Wayne. Let's see, we got another comment. Sorry if I missed these guys. Rob D says, I remember when I went to go see The Wolfman in theaters. Wasn't great, but it didn't deserve to flop. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with you there, Rob D. It was, like I said, it wasn't a horrible film, but, you know, it definitely had potential, but I just, you know, some of the decisions that were made in the film. Yeah. Oh, we got Matt Wilkins joining us. Hey, Matt, how you doing, buddy? I can't believe it hasn't. Yeah. Yeah, I just found it. It was like a $2 book that I found here at the bookstore in the city. Wild, yeah. Let's see, moving on. Now, this is the one that Matthew from the Geeks Attic bought for me. It's the official movie prequel to Pacific Rim Uprising. Now, Let's see. Yeah. Now, I don't remember. I remember seeing Pacific Rim. Was there a prequel to it, or is this just like a prequel novel? Because, oh wait, the official movie prequel. Okay, yeah, never mind. Now, oh, I'm sorry. We had a couple more comments. Brendan Fraser had a nice run for about 10 years. Is that who plays in the? Oh, okay. Is that who plays Encino Man? Brendan Fraser. Let's see. Rowdy says, I remember when the 2005 King Kong was coming out, Burger King made the King Kong Whopper. It was a triple Whopper with 4 pieces of cheese. Ooh. Sounds like back then I would have been able to dominate that, no problem. But nowadays that probably would, probably knock me out. But I bought this. Now, this book, from judging by the quality of it, has not been read ever. And it's Suicide Squad. So that's probably why. Not a good film. Did not like the film. I liked the soundtrack to the film. I thought they had pretty good songs, but no, I didn't like Jared Leto's rendition of the Joker. I'm sure he did. He tried to make it his own. It just wasn't for me. It wasn't a great film. The novelization is by David Ayer. Let's see. Oh, here we go. I'll do these 3 in order because they're technically it's a part of a series. But I got X-Men, the first one, novelization by Christine Catherine Rutch and Dean Wesley Smith. So there we go. First X-Men. Me and my wife actually rewatched this one recently. And of course, we rewatched the second one too, X-Men 2, or X2, novelization by Chris Claremont. I did really enjoy X-Men 2, and I didn't enjoy this film very much. It wasn't the greatest X-Men film. It was better than some of the other X-Men films. Cough, cough, X-Men Origins Wolverine, cough. Novelization also by Chris Claremont, X-Men 3, The Last Stand. And this one is a novelization by Marv Wolfman, or Wolfman, I think is what it is. Superman Returns. I actually really like this cover. It wasn't a good film, but I like this cover. I saw this, I was at the store and I saw one of the book stalkers was shelving a bunch. She had this on a cart and I saw it there and I was just kind of following her. I'm just like, okay, can I have that? But yeah, I do like that cover, and I don't think it has any. Yeah, it doesn't have any pictures from the film, but I do like that cover. I like the Superman logo. All right, we are moving on to the final few here. Again, I'm going to do these 3 in order because they're part of a trilogy. Starting off, Batman Begins by Dennis O'Neil. I like that cover. I like the picture of Batman looming down, like he's looking down over at Gotham City. I like the background behind him, very sepia tone-ish, very, very dark. Yeah. I found this one on vacation, and I found the other 2, and I'll show them in just a second, but I was just so excited to find this one. And yeah, so when I found it, it was the last one they had, and I just grabbed it, like, mine. Yep. Batman Begins. Rob D says, sometimes the best cover / movie posters are the ones that show hardly anything. That's true. I mean, I just bought the Halloween movie poster over there, and it's just, the picture of the evil looking pumpkin with Michael Myers' hand on a blade, and great film. Great movie poster. I added it to my movie poster collection. But moving on, another novelization by Dennis O'Neil, The Dark Knight. I remember when this movie came out, I think I saw this film in theaters 5-6 times. And this came out, this a little bit before some of the MCU films did, but it was a great film. I enjoyed it. I don't think it was the best Batman film ever made, but I did like it. I thought it was pretty good. I thought Heath Ledger's performance as the Joker was pretty phenomenal. And finally, closing it out by Greg Cox, The Dark Knight Rises. I'm excited for this one because it gives some behind-the-scenes look about like what happened to Heath Ledger's Joker, and because they don't, out of respect for Heath Ledger, I know that they didn't mention anything about what happened to him. They just made no mention of him all. But this one, I know that they say mentions like what happened to the Joker. So I'm excited to read that one. And moving on, we have by William Kotzwinkle, E.T. Extraterrestrial. I watched this movie again. I think the last time I watched it was last year because I don't think my wife's seen it and she was wanting to watch it. And again, by Steven Spielberg, has a great score by John Williams. All right, moving on. I like the cover of this one. Yeah, this hardly shows anything, but I like the cover. Iron Man by Peter David. And I also did a watch along to this film with the Geeks Addict as well. The film that started the MCU with a phenomenal performance. One of the better MCU films. One of the best MCU films. And hold on. Sorry, my computer was doing something weird. Yeah. And then we have Iron Man 2. Also did a watch along to this one with the Geeks Addicts channel. And found this one here at a store here in Oklahoma City. Yep. Iron Man 2. This one was by Alexander Irvin. And all right, guys, I'm on my last two. I found Spider-Man 2 by Peter David. I do have Spider-Man 1. I showed it my last film. It's over there in my bookshelves. Spider-Man 2, I like that. Spider-Man 2, I thought was a great Spider-Man film and a superhero film. I mean, a lot of great things came from this film. Like we had that cool Spider-Man 2 video game that I think that was the first one that introduced the open free roam concept, if I'm not mistaken. Also, you see Doc Ock there and Spider-Man's eyes. Yep. By Peter David, Spider-Man 2. And the last one, I have Peter David's Spider-Man 3, just to finish out the trilogy. Wasn't the greatest Spider-Man film in the trilogy, but, I watched it recently with my wife. When I say recently, last year. Honestly, it was kind of one of those. It wasn't. I felt like it would have been a lot better if they just cut out that weird dancing scene. It would have been better. I mean, it still wasn't the greatest film, but I don't think it was horrible. It's just, cut that scene out, and I feel like it would have been, more. It would have been better. But yeah. So, have you guys got any new novelizations recently? So, if you have, put them in the comments, and I'll pull them up here on the screen. But if not, thanks so much for joining me. Like I said, this isn't going to be, or like I said, in about an hour and 15 minutes, around 9:45, we're going to be doing a watch along to Raiders of the Lost Ark to go with the paper movies discussion that we did. We talked about that we were going to do a watch along of that. And so, yeah, at 9:45, we're going to do, me and I believe Jeremy is going to join me. We're going to be doing a watch along of Raiders of the Lost Ark. So, yeah, we hope that you guys can join us for that. And let's see. That is quite the haul. Yeah. It's kind of funny because I kept sending pictures to Matthew and Jeremy, and the stack just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I was just like, guys, I think I might have a problem because honestly, it's novelizations. And Matthew was telling me this the other day. They're just sometimes they're there 1 minute and then they're just gone forever. And it's just because I know the Halloween novelization. I know that Quality Autism has a copy in German, but it's just to get a copy like in the United States, it's like over $100 because like that novelization is so hard to find and it's rare. So honestly, I really do enjoy going out and finding all these novelizations. It's kind of like it's a good hobby. It's good, they're good things to collect, and it's like treasure hunting because when you go to some of these used bookstores that carry some of these novelizations, you just never know what you're going to find. So it's just like it's like a nice little treasure hunt or scavenger hunt. So yeah, I really enjoy finding these novelizations. But where's my phone? It's bothering me because I'm like, is that Pacific Rim book, this one, is it a movie? I only saw the first one, or is it just oh wait. Okay, I see Pacific Rim Uprising. Okay, never mind. It was a film. I was wondering if it was just a book prequel to the film. But no, it is a film. Okay. Like I said, I only saw the first one. Oh, here we go. Rob D, I only got the Alien novelization about 2 weeks ago. Been holding off on buying books since I got about 60 books in my backlog. Nice. Jeremy actually bought me the Alien novelization. He just hasn't been able to send it my way yet. So I do have a copy. It's with him, and I've also sent him a couple of copies of books too. I sent him a Spider-Man copy, and I've also sent him a few James Bond books because he's starting to read the James Bond novels. And just knocked them over. And Jeffrey Watson, I definitely have a book hunting problem. I do too. It's just, it's like I said, man, it's a great hobby. Like I love going to the bookstore, just kind of browsing and seeing what they have. And I like the bookstore that I went to in Dallas because it actually has a section that says film novelizations. It's not big. It's like maybe a couple of shelves, but still, it's just, I like that because, it makes the search a lot easier. And because other stores are just kind of like mixed in, like you have to kind of look by author, by title, and it makes it a little harder, but, it kind of makes the hunt more exciting. So, but well, guys, I think that's going to do it for this stream. Like I said, join us in about a little bit over an hour at 9:45 here on my channel. We're going to be doing the watch along to Raiders of the Lost Ark for the Paper Movies channel. So hope to see you guys there. Be sure to join us. Be sure to go find your copy, whether it's your personal copy or digital copy, or if you can find it from a streaming service. But anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me, and I'm glad that you got to join me and check out my book haul. I've been trying to get this book haul out there for quite some time. So thanks so much for joining me, guys. And I will see you guys in about an hour. Thanks so much, and see you in just a little bit.